Idle hands may be the devil's workshop, but the creator of the proverb had never met goblins. Despite Jark's warning of the Goblin Emperor's imminent approach, Skrolgara didn't stop. We had plenty to do, what with the summit starting in a handful of days. There wasn't a goblin in my kingdom without something to do, and everyone was busy. That didn't stop anyone from being a problem. The day after my return from the level 5 dungeon and ending the mana instability that threatened the lives of my citizens, I was neck-deep in dispute management. After a few hours of listening to petty squabbles, I wanted to be anywhere but in the throne room, and so I vowed I would go find Vorna so she could take over. I wasn't proud of wanting to ditch the task to her. It was just so boring. There were 1,000 other things I could do to better the kingdom, but instead I had to hear about why one prized crag beetle had supposedly been painted pink to sabotage its chances in some upcoming race, or settle a bitter argument between miners over who owned a particularly shiny rock that had been unearthed. It wasn't even Orethist, and so it shouldn't have mattered. But it did. Of all the disputes, the most absurd had to be the one I was currently hearing. The controversy swirling around the roundabout. Because of Splemlark's stupid left-handed bullshit, the goblins of Skrolgara had decided that it was only proper to travel by making left-handed turns in the tunnels. They were incredibly superstitious about it, claiming it brought good luck to the kingdom and kept the caverns from collapsing. However, a young progressive faction had emerged, one that brazenly advocated for the efficiency of right-hand turns. Their radical movement caused no end of confusion, with near collisions and a series of comically over-exaggerated protests that included slogans like "Right is might" and "Turn left for dregs, turn right for progress." The roundabout, intended as a marvel of defensive engineering, had become an arena for ideological standoffs, with goblins theatrically throwing themselves to the floor to block one way, or stubbornly marching against the current and causing traffic snarls. I sighed, thinking about the important trade alliances I needed to broker, the training schedules I should review for our military, or even the enthralling project proposals piled up on my proverbial desk from Cinder's workshop. Yet, there I was, deliberating whether goblins should turn left or right in a tunnel. This was a complete waste of my time. "Your Majesty," the leader of the Left Turn Loyalty League said, "our ancestors have always prioritized the left. It's our heritage." Before I could respond, the self-proclaimed spokeswoman of the right-way radicals chimed in frantically.
"But consider the efficiency, Your Majesty. The future is right."
With as much diplomacy as I could muster, I held up a hand. My right hand. You'd have thought I'd collectively punched the mothers of all the Left Turn Loyalty League at the same time. Gasps erupted through the throne room, and someone started crying. Warning, morale decreased by 200. Warning, morale increased by 200. The duality of the notices irritated me. If I hadn't already made my decision before, this would have solidified it. Skrolgara needed to change. I've been thinking about this for a while now. The hallowed tradition of using your left hand for things is not hallowed, or a tradition. It was something King Splemlark made up during his reign, and roped you all into believing in.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.